All right, greetings again, Lady Patriots. This is Coach Lambert again. This is following up. This is video number 3 about control shots. I last revisited this maybe about a little over a month ago, back in the early part of January. I talked about the importance of hitting the control shot, and for the pins in all positions, that the really ones that'll get out there will be the ones that can hit those kind of control shots. This next sequence, you're going to see me out on the court. This is going to show you how the mechanics of it work, how I've trained athletes at the high school and club level, especially when I did lessons, as far as what needs to happen really from the upper body up, how to correctly hit a shot with somewhat power on it, but also is for control. What you need to do if you want to hit a hook shot, that's a line shot if an outside hitter, or if you need to hit a cut shot, what needs to happen with the shoulder and swing from a cut shot from the mechanical perspective. So what you're about to see me is out on the court, and these are things you can kind of do at home if you need to, on the court or whatever, but this is something that if you really want to be proficient at it and master it, and really have consistency with it, you really need to get a lot of reps in so you get an idea of what your shoulders need to do and what that swing needs to do if you want to hit various kind of control shots. Control shots over a block, control shots around a block, a control shot that you need to hit into the one zone to take out the setter, a cut shot to hit around that's going to really kind of put the libero in the cross situation, make them work. And so this is from the ground, focusing on the upper body up, and then go from there. So coming up next is the video. You'll see me out on the court. This will give you an idea if you want to understand the mechanics on what you would need to do to work on this. To be consistent at it, this will give you an idea of how I coach the mechanics on that. Other than that, keep working in the off-season side of things. And again, here comes the video on how to work on control shots and the mechanics around the control shots. All right, Lambert here. So again, here to follow up part 3 of the control shot series here. This is the one where I'm going to actually be out here in the court to show you kind of a drill and how the mechanics are to work. If you wanted to work on your control shots. This is a drill I used to do with a lot of either my high school, especially my club players, either in lesson side of things, as far as really working your upper body, as far as what your body needs to do in rotation, and where your shoulder needs to be aligned in the finish, and where your swing needs to be aligned in the finish. All right, so what I would do here is you'll notice that right here at the center is a box with an X. This is kind of the neutral spot right there. In other words, if I just wanted to hit a normal shot, kind of a normal cross in a warm-up situation, straight through the cross, that's where we kind of go. Now, you've got a box here to the left, and this box to the left is going to be the shot that we want to try to pull and rotate through, and have to finish is kind of like a line shot if you were on a right side pin, or an outside pin. Conversely, this block over here is for that cut shot, all right? Which means we're going to still hinge and close here, but we hold it open a little bit and we allow it to close, but our shoulders stay aligned out and we finish our swing out through there. So the way you want to look at it from the upper standpoint is if your body's up in the air, we want to have our hinged here and closed here. If it's neutral, guide arm up, we're opened up here, and then we're going to swing through. This is a normal swing, and this is why I'm facing you. So if I wanted to kind of pull and kind of hook shot it, I'm going to still rotate and hinge this, but I'm going to shut this door, and I'm going to rotate this and have my shoulders finish into the cross and have my finish into the cross. Conversely, if I want to cut, all right, you still have to rotate this. You still have to hinge this and close this, all right? You can't just sit out here and do this. You'll lose your power and you'll also lose the control. But you still need to close it. But notice that my shoulders are still going to close, but I'm going to align and finish on the cross side of things, and then I let my arm swing through, and I'm going to still hold it out, that it's going to allow it to be that cut shot. So what you can do in this is, and you'll notice that these boxes are down a little bit, so you come to a spot about this far away, and a normal shot would be something like this. Okay? Maybe a little bit down, but that's still in that normal shot zone. This would be a normal shot, cut right there. If I wanted to do a normal, again, notice where I finish. Okay? On that one, high swing, I finish with my shoulders toward the neutral, and my finish was toward the neutral. Now, if I want to go down the line, I'm going to focus on my shoulders, aligning to this box. And my finish will align in that box. So I'd start in my somewhat neutral spot here, but I'm going to hinge and rotate this through and aim over there. And you can see I rotated it through. I backed off a little bit because it's not necessarily about power. We're really trying to control that shot. High swing, top spin, over a block, down into that block. So again, we want to kind of hinge and close through so that our shoulders finish into that zone, and you'll notice when I finish here. And if you want to hit the cut shot over here, all right, so this is the one where I'm going to hold, I'm going to still close this, I'm going to rotate it through, all right, and then kind of put it right into there. So then I hinge. Notice that it is now cutting to that box, but I am still swinging high, hinge to close. I can still generate enough power, but still have the control to cut right around. So I hang over here, and notice where my shoulder finished. Okay, my shoulder finished to the right. It was a line in there, and my swing finish was in there. So again, on the cut side of things, and it's a really good shot to work around with. If you're on the outside, they cut it right across over here. We really want to, again, still close and cut it over towards the block. Okay? And that one missed a little bit, but that's still a good swing mechanics to kind of work on the cut over there. You'll miss some cut shots every once in a while, but it's the right mechanics to do. Again, hold it open, and then as you work on this, those mechanics will allow you to control the shots. All right. That's it on the mechanical side of things. Again, these are things I've trained some of my athletes to do as far as really staying on the ground using this scenario to work on the control shots. These are things you can do at home or at court, wherever you can. But again, it's designed so that you get repetition, get a lot of repetition. So if you need to pull the trigger on this line shot, we're able to then align our shoulders to the line and finish in the line, while having control and power at the same time. We don't want to drop our elbow and try to guide it through here like this. We don't really change a whole lot other than where our shoulders align and finished and where our swing is aligned and finished. It's the better way to control those. And it's the same on the opposite. If I'm going to pull the trigger, I'm hitting that cut shot. I'm still going to hinge and close. My guide arm goes up. I'm going to rotate this through, tugging at the top still. With a tug, so we have a high release. But our shoulder's going to hang open on the close, and our shoulder's going to finish in the cross, and our swing is going to finish in the cross. All right? That's about it. That is the part 3 on this as far as the mechanical things you need to work on if you want to be a solid control shot hitter, hitting lines or hitting cross shots, okay? For the purpose of taking a setter out, getting around a block, getting around a block, and so forth. Again, the players that are able to do that consistently in a pressure situation on the varsity side of things are going to be the ones that take and see action on the court. That's about it right now. That concludes our mechanical session on this. We'll kind of follow up more with some things, but again, you can do these at home. You can do these here at a court, but those are things you need to work on over the summer. If you want to work on control, those are things you need to do. That'll conclude that video session on the mechanical side of control shots. Look forward to seeing you guys in the gym. Again, keep working on it over the summer.